Good afternoon, welcome to your latest weather update from the Met Office. It was quite a mixed picture over the bank holiday weekend, and through much of this week it's going to be pretty similar too. Low pressure still very much in charge of our weather through the rest of Easter Monday. Weather front continues to push its way north and eastwards before we see a very brief ridge of high pressure developing through Tuesday, but that really doesn't last long before another area of low pressure arrives from the west across parts of Northern Ireland and then slips its way south and eastwards towards the middle part of the week. Before we get there though, back to the rest of today, and that weather front we saw overnight continues to push its way north and eastwards through the rest of Easter Monday and into this evening period. We will see some showers bubbling up behind, these particularly heavy across parts of Northern Ireland and parts of Northern England too, where we could even hear the odd rumble of thunder, perhaps see some hail mixed in too. But there will be some sunny spells developing between those showers and feeling pleasant where we do see the sunshine. Highs very much in the mid to high teens for most places, but just feeling that little bit cooler if you're stuck under that cloud and rain further north and further east. As we then go through the rest of Easter Monday and into the start of Tuesday, that weather front continues to push its way north and eastwards, perhaps some outbreaks of heavy rain across western parts of Scotland for a time, but further south and further west, those showers gradually starting to ease overnight, so turning much drier for most of us into the early hours of Tuesday morning, and that could lead to the odd patch of mist and fog in places where we do see some clear spells, and even a touch of frost in places too, temperatures widely dropping down low to mid single figures across the board, but just that little bit milder across the very far north where we hold on to that cloud and rain. So a bit of a damp start across the very far northeast of Scotland through Tuesday morning. Elsewhere, once any mist and fog clears, it'll be a really bright and pleasant start to the morning. Plenty of blue skies on offer. One or two showers bubbling up as we head through the afternoon, though these not quite as heavy as we saw on Monday. But then all eyes out towards the west as we see that next area of low pressure arriving, pushing its way eastwards across parts of Northern Ireland through Tuesday afternoon. Some quite heavy rainfall building up here, so definitely a watch point there. Where we do catch the sunshine though, again feeling very pleasant, temperatures a little above average, mid to high teens across the board, highs of 17 or 18, but just feeling that little bit cooler with those brisk southerly winds across parts of Northern Ireland. As we then go through Tuesday evening, that weather front continues to push its way eastwards as we head through Tuesday and into the start of Wednesday. Any showers that we do see generally starting to ease, so turning clearer and drier across eastern parts into the early hours of Wednesday morning. Again, perhaps the odd patch of frost here in places, but staying milder across the west where we see that cloud and outbreaks of heavy rain pushing its way eastwards into the start of Wednesday. And that sets us up really through the middle part of next week. Plenty of unsettled conditions on the way, so do make sure you hit subscribe to our YouTube channel to find out more about that closer to the time. Bye for now.